I bought the lie that I am only as valuable as what I can accomplish, what I can achieve. Why is it that I'm so obsessed with accomplishment? You know, we live in a culture where alcoholics get treatment, but workaholics get applause. You know, there's a lot of cheerleaders on the road to accomplishment and achievement. So we live in an age where it's like, yeah, that's the thing I'm getting accolades for. Why would I ever throttle that? Like, that's getting me promotions and notoriety and recognition. And I came to realize that, man, what you cannot wrest from, you are a slave to. And I was just a slave to achievement and likes and accolades and accomplishment. And this is why I think rhythms like Sabbath are so helpful, because at the core of Sabbath is saying, hey, we intentionally accomplish and achieve nothing. And God loves this just as much as we did when we were killing it, when we were crushing it, when we were up and to the right. Those kinds of rhythms to like break us of the insatiable need to always be doing or achieving. Jesus always says, come to me, before he says, go for me. And I've gotten that order wrong most of my life. Jesus saying, come follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. I think a lot of like well-meaning type A people just go right to the accomplishing, right to the doing for God, which is exactly the rebuke in Revelation 2. Like, hey, I see your good works. I see your good deeds. I see all the hustle and the grind. I do hold this against you, though. You've left your first love. I had a mentor who asked me, in a way that only mentors can, he pulled me aside one day and said, does your pace of life look like that of someone who actually wants to hear from God? And he didn't need to answer. He knew the answer. He's like, you tell me. You say and preach and post that you want to hear from God. Does your pace of life look like that of someone who actually wants to hear from God? And I realized that in my, I think, well-intended, accomplishment-driven kind of mindset, I was doing things for God but not doing with God. And that is such a haunting thing, that even service and ministry can become a replacement for Jesus himself. And activity is a terrible trade-off for intimacy. And that took me so much longer to realize than I'd care to admit, because I teach about it, I write about it. And I feel like in a lot of ways becoming a father shifted that for me. You know, I got these little boys, and yeah, there are times that I want them to do the thing I ask them to do, but by and large, I just want to be with them. And I feel like the Lord's been showing me, like, that's a glimpse of how I feel about you. Abide in the vine. Don't just visit the vine. Don't tweet about the vine. Like, abiding it. Like, the way that a vine grows great fruit isn't by like working really hard and upward mobility. It's by abiding in the vine.